Welcome to Sweet Soul Pilates. Please remember to engage your core, protect your spine, breathe, and be sweet to you. Today we have a 19-minute, just about 20, mobility, stretch, and reset mat Pilates class. When you're ready, let's bring our right arm overhead, and then we'll bring our left arm overhead. And we'll repeat this sequence once again. So right arm overhead and the left. There will not be a 33-second timer for this class, just my cues. Let's raise our right arm up towards the sky and we'll reach up high, rotating our hand and wrist, allowing our breath to flow freely. And then we'll reach our arm over towards the left with a little bit of a pulse. And bring your arm back down. We'll be doing the same on our left side in a moment here. Let's raise our left arm up towards the sky, reaching up high, stretching out our side, rotating that hand and wrist. And we'll bring our arm down for a moment and then raise it back up overhead as we take little pulses towards the right side. And release. And now we'll bring ourselves to our hands and knees in a seated position for a moment here, and then we'll roll ourselves down to child's pose. Let's bring our left hand to meet our right hand to stretch out that left side. And then we'll bring both of our hands to the left side of the mat, stretching out our right side. And then back to center. Gliding our hands along our sides, rolling ourselves back up to seated. And then we'll come back down onto our hands and knees for some cat-cows. Feel free to come up on your toes to flex your feet or flat on your feet. Again, we're taking these cat-cows. And last one, let's go ahead and come up on our toes, flexing our feet. And release. And now let's bring our left arm underneath our right, pressing down towards the mat. And then bringing your left arm out from up under your right arm. See if you can reach that left arm up towards the sky. And then we'll sweep it back underneath that right arm again, pressing down towards the mat. And then let's raise that left arm up again, up towards the sky to see if you can reach up and release. And let's switch sides. So on our hands and knees again, we'll be bringing our right arm underneath our left, pressing down towards the mat. And then we'll sweep that right arm up towards the sky, see if you can stretch, and sweep back underneath that left arm, pressing down towards the mat again. And then we'll sweep that right arm up one more time towards the sky and release. And now we'll come down to a laying position, laying on our bellies, pressing down onto our forearms, laying completely flat. And we're just going to lift our chest off the mat as we press into our forearms and tap back down. So our head and neck stay in this position facing the mat. Just lifting our chest up and down. This is your reminder to breathe. Taking a few of these. And now let's press up into a quick cobra stretch. And then we'll come back down, laying flat. Let's alternate kicking our legs up, starting with either side. Again, switching legs. Nice and slow and controlled, just lifting one leg at a time. Pressing into your pelvis on the mat, lifting each leg. Again, alternating sides. And last one. And now we'll press ourselves up again for a quick cobra stretch. And coming back down to lay flat with our arms along our sides. And now we'll lift both of our feet up and tap back down. Let's take a little double pulse as we lift both of our legs up towards our glutes. So we're lifting and back down. Let's take one more. Double lift. And now we'll roll ourselves over to our right hip. We'll keep our legs extended, laying flat on our arm. And we're just going to lift that top leg up and tap back down. No need to lift completely high, just where you feel it hinging in your hips. And again, tap back down and lift. And last one. And now let's softly bend our legs. And we're just going to open up our top leg and close. So we're taking some clamshells here. Again, your body should be completely relaxed, allowing your breath to flow freely. You're just opening up that top leg, feet together, and close to repeat. And last one. And keeping our legs bent here. Flexing your feet for a stretch. And now let's completely lift that top leg up and tap our knee to the other knee. So we're keeping that leg raised, but if you need to, go ahead and bring your foot down to your other foot. But again, you're lifting all the way up and tapping back down. So your feet are coming apart for a moment. And last one. And go ahead and press yourselves up, keeping your legs slightly bent. See if you can reach that right arm over towards your left side. And just take a little pulse, again, if you can. And release, and then you'll press down and reach that left arm overhead. And we'll repeat that one more time. So see if you can bring that right arm overhead, holding onto your feet with the left. And then come down, reaching your left arm overhead. And now we'll switch sides. We'll come onto our left hip, legs completely extended, laying flat, resting on that arm. And we'll be lifting that top leg up and down. Again, as high as you can go, where you feel the hinge in your hip. Feel free to place your hand wherever comfortable for you. Lifting up and down. And we'll take one more. And now let's take a soft bend in the legs. This is where we'll be taking those clams. So keeping our feet together. We're just opening that top leg and closing to repeat. And one more. And staying in this position, keeping your legs bent, flexing your feet for a moment. Again, we're going to return to opening that top leg completely so our feet come apart. And we'll tap our knees together or bring our foot down completely. And repeat. So we're opening that top leg, releasing our feet from being glued together. Tap back down and repeat. And let's take one more. And then let's sit ourselves up, keeping our legs slightly bent. See if you can bring that left arm over towards your right, holding your feet. Taking little pulses. And then release and bring that right arm overhead. And we'll repeat again. Sitting up, holding our feet, bringing our left arm overhead, little pulses. And release and bring that right arm overhead. And now we'll swing ourselves around, sitting on our feet. And then we'll roll forward into child's pose for a stretch. Taking a nice stretch here. And then we'll roll ourselves back to seated and swing around to a seated position with our legs slightly bent. We're going to lay our upper body flat as we roll back down towards the mat, lifting our arms overhead. And all we're going to do here is bring our arms from overhead down towards the mat, and then lifting back overhead. So we're only moving our arms, allowing your breath to flow freely with the rhythm of your arms moving up and down. And on this next one, we'll keep our arms overhead, and then we'll just drop one arm and switch. So alternating, dropping one arm, bringing one arm overhead. As if you're taking some marches, switching sides. And last one. And we'll bring our arms down to the mat and we'll pull that left knee in towards our chest as we extend the right. And let's switch sides, pulling in our right knee, extending the left leg. And let's bring both of our knees towards our chest and rock side to side. And we'll bring our feet back down, raising our arms overhead again. Let's extend our left leg and extend our right leg. And we'll bring both legs back up. And let's lift that upper body off the mat slightly as we bring our arms down. So arms overhead, lifting, bringing our arms down, and back down towards the mat, arms overhead. Let's repeat this sequence. And last one, let's go ahead and hug our knees in, and then we'll roll ourselves up like a ball. We're going to roll ourselves up 6 times. So placing your hands underneath your thighs, tucking your chin towards your chest. Again, you're rolling like a ball. And you should be on your last roll. Let's go ahead and lay completely flat again, legs slightly bent. We'll bring our arms overhead. And then we'll lift ourselves up completely, just to center. And then slowly lean back down towards the mat, bringing your arms overhead again. So again, we're lifting that upper body up as our arms come down into center. And lean back down to repeat. And this time, go ahead and lay completely flat, legs extended, arms overhead. See if you can roll yourselves up with your legs extended in front of you, and then roll over towards your feet. And lean back down towards the mat, arms overhead. We'll bring our legs back in, bringing both of our knees up towards our chest, hugging our knees. And then let's bring both of our legs up towards the sky for a stretch, pulling our legs towards us. And then let's drop our legs back down, hugging our knees in towards our chest. Let's cross one leg over the other knee, extending our arm overhead. And then we'll switch sides. So again, you're bringing one foot, crossing over the opposite knee, and reaching your arm overhead. And now let's hug both of our knees in towards our chest as we prepare to roll up like a ball. And we'll come to seated, legs extended in front of us. We'll raise our arms overhead. And then let's just roll forward towards our feet, sweeping ourselves back up. And we'll take one more, sweeping ourselves back up. And another. And let's take one more, rolling over towards our feet, sweeping ourselves up. And now we'll come around to a seated position, sitting on our feet. As we close out today's class, let's bring our arms overhead 2 times, taking a deep breath, reaching up towards the sky, and bringing our arms back down. Let's tilt our head from side to side 2 times. And feel free to stay on your mat for some extra stretches, but we are done for the day. I'll see you soon.